business, and I guess life as well, you need people to do things, or people are expected to. In order to make progress, somebody's got to do something. So you need to get something done. What do? We need something to happen by some people sometime. Sure, what? What does that actually mean? People can't go on do something just purely with a vague notion of, yeah, this is more or less where we need to go, roughly. People need specific targets. If that doesn't happen, here's what happens. People will get frustrated because they don't really know exactly where it is they want to go. People become confused. Am I doing this right? Am I not doing this right? It's very hard to tell. It's not measurable. It's not quantifiable. Have I reached there? What's the end game? Who knows? So when conveying information for people to act on, when you want somebody to rally around and do stuff for you or do stuff with you, what is it? What is it specifically? I'm going to sell 5 more of these in the next week. So in 5 days, 5 more of these. That's very specific, that's very actionable, that's very measurable. I know if I'm on track or I'm not on track. To double our relative income of these devices over the foreseeable future, short term, doesn't mean anything to me. So 5 more of these in 5 days, job done. I can measure that. I know I've got to go do it. I know how I've got to do it. I'm not being told how to do it. I should know that as part of my job. If I don't, that's an entirely different set of problems. So you need to be very specific with objectives and with a deadline. Everything you do has to have an endpoint in time. Otherwise you don't know if you've reached it, gone past it, you don't know where to aim for. Parkinson's law it's a theory I use often. If you have 3 weeks to do something, you'll take 3 weeks to do it. If you have 3 days to do the same thing, sure as hell you'll find a way to do it in those 3 days. It may not be as good as the 3-week effort, but you'll find a way nonetheless. So objectives set, clear, deadlines, know exactly what they need to get done by when. If you set things out this way, if you say, right, this is where we are by, let's take this example again, in 5 days time we're going to sell 5 more of these. Very specific, there's no argument of what's required to be done. People will go on that journey. If there is a destination, and in this case we know that destination, people will go on that journey. This is, believe it or not, this is what motivates people. To have a very specific, very clear goal, know what they need to do to reach that goal. They may not necessarily get it, but they know what it is. It's cast in stone. Boom, there it is. People will go on that journey with you. They will go on that journey on their own. They have something to go and do. This is what motivates people. When you need to convey information, when you want to get people doing something, be very specific. Who, how, what, when. These are very clear, very measurable. Convey that information in the clearest possible way that you can, preferably in person. Let them go on that journey and have them reach that destination. Let them get to the point where they've reached that. They may go a little bit over, they may go a little bit under, but have them get to the end of that so that they've achieved something. They've been on the journey, they've hit their destination. Be very precise.